Oh heck, I've got to climb up that. I am not recommending that way up. Oh boy, I think the main nice path probably leads up and you can get across, but I've just got this bit to go. As you can see, there is a much nicer path up here, and that is the way I am going down. So lesson learned, if you want an adventure, come up the side bit. If you're like me and a bit haggard, best leave it to the nice path that you can't see on a map, but it's obvious that it's going to be here. Anyway, I made it. Let's go see the top. So from the top there, I saw a nice piece of flat land around here. I thought, oh, that's a really nice place to sit down and film. And I've just got here and realised it's a tee for a golf course. So I am just going to head a bit further in. Don't fancy that. But I think I might have found a nice spot that's going to become my chill out spot. I like this tree very much. Hello tree. And there's also a really nice bench over there. I thought I would give you a bit of an update on how I'm doing and what I've been up to, and quite kind of what I've not been up to as well, because I think the channel's been a bit quiet this summer. First things first, what have I done this year? So I've done a couple of wild camps and I've really enjoyed those. Well, I did my first wild camp and then I did a second one with a bit of tweaking updates, but I've decided there's a few things I want to do before I go again wild camping. Mainly the sleep system. I want a shorter pad that means I can put the rucksack at the end of my tent inside. I think that'd be handy for the winter. So I do want to do a bit of tweaking ideally before I get out, and also I've just not really had the energy to be able to get out that far. I've also done some day walks, I've used some guidebooks, and I've also been planning some walks. I've been doing a lot of kind of at-home gentle exercises, so that means things like I know that when I go camping and walking and stuff, that when I'm doing squatting to get into the tent, that also using the facilities of the bushes. So therefore it means that doing some exercises that keeps that going has been very helpful. So I have kind of been trying to do things, but it's just not been as productive as I would have liked, but hey, that's life. And I'm really looking forward to the next few weeks, and I'll give you a bit of an update on what I've been up to very recently. So I've just come back from a holiday in France. I go every year, and I think I did a short video last year and was hoping to give some more information, but this year I've got some more information on that, and so I'm doing some vlogging about that, and I need to process all of the video files and then I'll be good to go with those. Spoiler alert, I got bitten by a tick on the first night after a little evening walk. I didn't realise, I wasn't expecting it, and then I woke up the next morning with a tick next to my ankle that looked like it had had a good feast. I'm on week 2 of antibiotics, and I will let you know how that all goes. Pretty sure I don't have Lyme disease, but there are actually other bugs that you can get from ticks, and I'm pretty sure I had one of those because I had a lot of symptoms that weren't just flu-like symptoms. I basically was peeing a bit of blood and also other bits. I'm not going to go into that anymore because I'm sure you don't know what I know. On my 2-week holiday, just over 2 weeks, I basically was really quite unwell, and I began to feel slightly better on the last 2 days. So I've done a couple of walks, so there is stuff to look at, but it's not the most dynamic footage you'll ever see because I was feeling rough. But hey, gotta make the most of life, haven't you? So I have also been working on a website, so that's exciting because I want to do some like written Written? Yeah, I want to do some written articles and things as well, and also show like what the details of the travel that I do to get places, because I'm sure like when I do a video I don't go into a lot of detail of how I got places. So I thought, well, if anyone wants to follow up on any of the walks that I've done or have links to anything, that they'll all be there, so that's helpful. And someone that doesn't really want to watch a whole video, you can just read through a smaller snippet. So that's on the go. My photography skills are lacking, my patience. I'm very perfectionist and I'm not a photographer, so yeah, that's probably why it's taken such a long time to sort out, but I'm getting there. What I'm really hoping to do with the next few months is I want to tweak my kit. I've been doing the kind of typical kind of autumn things where you're thinking about the winter and what you want to be like making sure your kit's all okay and if there's any updates you want to do. So I'm kind of doing that. I've been also like refreshing some of the skills that I would use during the winter. So just, I'm wanting to go to Scotland. I would love to go to Scotland. I'm craving Scotland, and because it's getting into the winter, I want to kind of just research a little bit more about how to cope with rivers in spate, and also just like winter and like, what am I trying to say? I think sometimes it can be quite difficult to know the difference between when you need crampons and when you need good walking in snow skills. I think in my mind I always thought you go from one to the other, and actually there is that kind of middle ground where you don't need crampons, but you do need to know what you're doing, and you might need to self-arrest, or you might need to do some things. So I'm just refreshing some skills. I think I've watched some videos from Glenmore Lodge, which is in Scotland. I think it's near the Glenmore area, the ski area, because they do courses, and the Scottish Mountaineering Council and some other places, like refreshing my navigational skills, making sure that I'm using common sense, because common sense isn't always common, especially if you've got a bit of brain fog. So I'm doing all of that kind of prep, so I'm really looking forward to seeing where that all leads. I'm hoping to do some more guidebook walks, like the day ones, and also the reason why I'm here today also is to kind of suss out if there's like a really easy place for me to get to that I can do kind of more gear reviews and things that I've been learning, or I don't know, all that stuff that I don't really want to do a huge walk. And I might just want to come out and chill out. And Painswick Beacon is brilliant because it's a 10-minute walk to the bus stop where there's a bench where I need to rest, sit on a bus for half an hour, and then it's been about a 20-minute walk, maybe a bit longer, to get up here. And so once I know all the paths around here, and I might find some little nooks and crannies that I can like sneak into and film in, probably not a golf tee, but that I'll find something. And I think this could be a really good place because it is just easy for me to get to. That's critical. And it might just be nice for me to just find somewhere where I can just, yeah, so I'm really basically looking to find somewhere that I can just chill out as well, not necessarily just film, but somewhere that's outside where I can just enjoy nature. And it might mean that I have to walk around a few corners or around here, but you know, anything that's like a 20-minute, half an hour walk should be quite good, I think, for me. So that's where I'm at. I hope you'll join me on some of these adventures, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing, and hopefully you'll see a bit more action over the next few weeks. Lovely to speak to you all, and have a fantastic start to autumn. The other thing that I must quickly say is that I have an assistant and he needs a name, so comment below if you have any inspiration.